guys, there's DSR, you know.
Okay, so Jason, myself, and Tamale, we all have grass-type Pokemon PSPs.
Yeah, we talked about this before.
DSR doesn't matter.
Very cool.
I'd pick one, but I don't know anything about Pokemon. What grass-type Pokemon am I like?
Bill.
No, something cool. Let's go with like Verizon or something.
Verizon?
Verizon.
Verizon
Yeah,
Wireless?
Verizon.
Yeah, you're a deer.
How the fuck do you spell that?
Calling you a deer.
That's not love.
Executive.
Verizon. I'm getting Verizon. With an A, maybe?
Is that technically a legendary? Or what kind of?
Verizon. Oh.
Yeah, it's cool.
Sure. Sure.
Okay, any
What generation is that from?
Gen 5.
It's like the
That's why I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Never played that generation of Pokemon.
Oh, what's another good grass type?
What was the grass type that... Oh, yeah, the monkey.
Oh, Panpour. Sorry, no, Pansy.
No.
Sinisee.
Grookey.
Oh, sure.
That too. Well, he's just Donkey Kong.
He's cool. I like him.
When I played Sword, it was for sure, I had a... What was he called? Green DK? Yeah. He was streaky.
That was, oh my god.
That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. That was before I ever played competitive Smash.
The exceedingly rare Tamale hero.
What do you mean? It's awesome.
No, I mean,
I think
it's just rare. It doesn't seem
Hero
rare.
wins this matchup.
Whenever I play against Tamale, he almost goes.
You want to commentate with me?
Oh, sure.
Oh no.
You know, I don't often see Tamale play hero and against sets against me. He usually picks Aegis. This is an interesting pick. Like, especially against Min-Min, this is like a -3 type matchup against Min-Min. So, like, this is...
Yeah, I don't know what this matchup's like against...
jeez. If I had to...
Banjo.
If I had to, like, say, I think Nintenbro needs to play a bit different and be offensive more so. Because, like, you can't let Hero camp in the corner and get his buffs.
Yeah. No, strategy seems to be working for him right now. Okay. No 2-frame. Sad.
Yeah, and since Banjo has no active reflect or counter on him, like, especially on a stage like PS2, Tamale could just sit back and launch kaboom after kaboom. He's out of mana, though, so that might be a problem.
That is definitely going to be a problem. It's kind of things that I would never notice playing as hero. Every once in a while. Like, if a hero hits a magic burst, I'm like, oh, they're out of mana. I can run at them.
Right.
But, like, other than that, like, I just...
Imagine if Inkling worked like that. Like, you just didn't really gain back.
Yeah, if you gained over time, like, really slowly.
Yeah,
like,
if I didn't have just a button for it, that'd be crazy. That'd be so hard.
A terrible character.
Inkling would be so low tiered that it like bottom tiered. You can do any of the moves
Dylan
effectively.
has run out of ideas against Bounce.
Yeah,
Which,
Bounce
like, I
is
understand.
especially overpowered here. Like, Egg and Bomb are completely...
I guess it's PS2, so it's probably game 1.
Yeah, Egg and Bomb are completely ineffective against Bounce, so that's going to be a big deal. Well, like Grenade, because like it damages Banjo anyway, but like especially so.
Yep.
So
Dylan is very good at playing around Grenade.
Yeah.
Oh, this is...
He always
about Hero is...
You know that
Hero
one
is
gif of
steamroll.
Kirito from Sword Art Online pulling out the sword, but he doesn't actually have it? Like...
No.
Like... right. But like, when Nintenbro was playing against who was it? The Isabel player, Jesse. They noted that like, oh my god, yo, surface to air missile right there. Oh my god.
Somebody check on this man.
Yeah, that was a really good matchup. I didn't expect...
I think the hero choice was smart. Just a little bit of zoning back, right?
Yep, I think...
Scary.
I think we understand Dylan's Banjo to be very zone heavy. Like, he's very good at zoning.
I think that's just every Banjo.
Sure, right. Quality zoner. But Nintenbro has definitely gotten better at zoning to the point where...
Did this happen? Did this happen? It did happen.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Like I think his camping and zoning capabilities have gotten a lot better. Yeah. But I think the hero choice is really smart. Usually, like we see Tamale play Aegis or Roy or something like that.
Yeah.
But today, seeing the hero, it's actually pretty cool. He seems to understand the matchup well.
Yeah. And
considering that PS2 is like longer than FD, it's going to be difficult to find another stage where he can capitalize on heroes just getting away from everybody kind of game and getting his buffs.
For sure.
Like,
For
if
sure.
I were Nintenbro, I would counterpick to something really small, like a small battlefield.
He's counterpicking to a different game. Well, that's pretty cool.
He's counterpicking to Rivals of Aether.
Yeah. Hey, I would do that. I don't get to play Rivals. I had somebody DQ on me already.
Oh, Christ, that's mine.
Yeah, nice wiggle. Well done. So this is interesting. This has gone 2-1 Tamale's favor every single time. Now, it's a best of 5 this time. So it can't go 2-1. But it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, that's you. Okay, enough Zulu. Nope.
I have my headphones in. I'm all listening.
I have my AirPods in. I can't hear you.
Again,
Well,
yeah,
that'll do.
exactly what I'd suggested he do. He
Yeah.
was probably listening to me.
Mid-set coaching.
It's set coaching. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a bit more.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Not break. Okay.
And now he can't do a whole lot of anything right
I think
now.
Dylan's problem here is the issues with like having a long range, sword obviously to play against, but then also a character that can range means that he kind of has to sit in that like middle ground where it's tough to play with this character.
Yeah, I agree. Yep, it's unusual for Banjo to be in this state.
Yeah, he's kind of got to play the mid range, which is, Hero doesn't obviously excel at the mid range, but can do very competent.
Right.
At really any range.
Any amount of like mana drop on Hero is kind of critically a critical failure in this matchup because you just need to get your buffs.
I didn't know we got mono when he hits you.
Yep, he does.
I don't know why I didn't know that, but that's pretty interesting.
You get mono when you get hit too, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know if I like. I mean, I'm sure it's balanced from a gameplay perspective, but it doesn't really feel. I don't know.
I mean,
if it wasn't like that.
If it was just slowly gaining over time or something like that, it would just
it
be.
would feel more like resource management than it currently does, where it doesn't really feel like resource management.
Yeah.
But a good call out there from Dylan's going to take that.
A lot of the
first
moves aren't too destructive, or the ones that are just aren't too reliable.
stop. Yeah.
Like, I don't think you'd be using Magic Burst or Kamikaze without any like serious repercussions.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus, you could do that, but that's a wild card, obviously.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be like using that unless you really felt you had to for whatever reason.
Oh.
It saved him.
Okay.
It saved him. Oh my God.
Brian's really got to find the stock here, and he's getting close.
Yep.
Not quite closing it. Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah. Like I think Nintenbro's figuring this out, and he definitely picked the right stage.
Oh, that is such range.
It was definitely a
Still gonna live, though.
Oh
the mash.
no! Definitely a misplay to hit Magic Burst right off the bat, but like he's coming back, it seems.
Yeah,
or
once he lost his stock, it stopped mattering. But
Right.
He did lose his stock pretty early. Because
yeah,
of it.
you can clearly see Tamale just can't get far enough away to where he can just pop his abilities clearly.
Yeah, there's for sure a difference here.
End of this match. End of this one. Yeah.
Yeah, just go play. We'll get a
Well,
different
I'll talk to y'all later. I have to get on set.
After these matches finish up, is that what you want to say? It'll be like 5-10 minutes here. Maybe a little bit more.
Riley, you and I play.
Yeah, we can play.
Okay. Is stream open? Should we play on stream? Oh no. Who won? Wow. There we go. Dylan looked very confident that game with a 2 stock. Man of the battlefield. All right.
I don't know how to kill a counter. That's actually my biggest weakness.
You play Claren.
I know.
She kills whenever.
I don't know how. I'm not saying I'm good.
Yeah. No, you're right. I play against Glue Eater Clarens online, and they can kill me at 60. Yeah, exactly. That's your biggest problem. You're not mashing hard enough. What stage is this? Oh, different hero skin. That'll make a difference. Back to PS2. Do they know there's DSR? You want to just use mine in our set?
Yeah, I want you to be able to use it. Otherwise, you're going to jump for a week.
What do you mean, bro? Here comes the Hawk Tua. God, that's crazy that that goes through grenade. It doesn't look like it should, but I understand why it does. It's transcendent. But it's just it doesn't look right. It's too small of a projectile, and it's not like an energy projectile. It doesn't look right. I guess that's just like I don't know. I have no clue. Good call it again. And Dylan's been just that's the difference maker I think this set for him. Although I do think he needs to stop F smashing at the ledge. Oh, that's tough. Almost ducked under it. Yeah, big giant moves. Wasting some MP here. Well, that was interesting. No grab. Good jab, though. There's the grab. And a kill. Nice, beefy forward air. Now, what Dylan did last time, he took the stock and he just kept extending his lead, and he never died. So I think that's going to be the key to his success here. What's up, Kamal?
Nothing much.
Oh, that is so crazy.
Wow.
What a hitbox on that.
I've got to say, this is probably my least favorite hero skin, but it's not bad.
I don't mind it. He's got a very circular head. Circular head.
You know what? I'm not going to correct it. Just leave it be. Everyone knew what he meant to say, right? Spherical.
Yeah, spherical.
Okay, when you play against Hero, do you ever look at their menu?
No, because I play K-Rool.
Okay.
I try to, but it's only really when I'm like they're like
when you're
right here. If I have time,
Yeah.
yes. But if I'm just forcing the approach, I don't really care. I'm just trying to get in as fast as possible.
Fair.
But I mean, I will admit, I don't play against Hero often enough to really have a conscious idea of when I'm looking at
Right,
menu
or
and
like
when I'm
a made-up game plan.
Yeah, it's like if I notice they're looking at menu and waiting, I'm gonna be like, what are they waiting for? Beyond that, not really. Like I'm not consciously like keeping a corner of my eye down in the bottom to see if they're pulling up the menu
Right.
or not. Which is probably how people who really know how to play against Hero do it. That was a lot of effects and not a lot of outcome right there.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked by that.
Another good Wonder Rain.
So what determines a plant from the down throw of a Banjo then?
Nothing. What do you mean?
There's times when he gets planted into the ground, but then other
He always
times...
does. No, he always does.
Okay, maybe I'm just like... I thought it was just early percents or something like that he doesn't.
Super early percents, you get grounded, but you don't even need to press anything, and you'll come out of it within like a couple frames. Because
okay.
it's a super weak berry, and it just scales up at high percents. It's basically just K-Rool berry, but like much. I mean, better in his kit, I would think. But
Yeah.
like not as doesn't last as long. It's not as strong of a berry.
Jack, Haybox changed their buttonhole to load firmware onto it.
You updated your firmware recently?
Well, I have my Kazuya firmware over my Rivals firmware.
Yeah.
Because when I made it, I thought I was never going to play Rivals. Because Rivals wasn't even announced.
Yeah.
Oh, what a fool.
That's pretty cool.
Um,
And this guy's telling me I'm the one who's giving Jones. It's crazy.
you know what? He said it before my match, and then he proceeds to stun me with that
Don't you
stupid
love
sword.
Clarin?
I don't. I don't
Sticky
like
pool noodle.
Yeah. And it doesn't like help that their recovery like hits you on the way up too. I hate that.
Every
Like when he's falling down or
I'm gonna
whatever.
sound like a melee head here, but every recovery in that game is too good.
Yeah.
And they nerfed them from Rivals 1. I mean, it's just because they added the ledge. It used to be after you were in Special Fall, you could grab the ledge, or you could wall jump.
Oh.
Because there was no ledge. You just you had to get on top of the stage again.
Okay, that I don't know if I like that then.
It was interesting. It wasn't, I didn't like it, and it was one of my main things keeping me away from the game. Was I couldn't. It was just such a ledge-heavy game where all you're doing is playing around the corner of the stage.
Yeah.
But I like Rivals 2 system a lot more.
I think it's nice. I think at some point early on, shielding was like buffed too, but
Yeah,
like, you
shield.
can't-
Yes, it was. Shielding used to suck, which I actually liked, and I wish they didn't change it. It used to be you got like 2 good callouts and you broke somebody's shield. And shield breaks aren't like you don't sit there for 10 seconds like you do in this game. You go up, you come down, and then when you hit this ground, you can just get up again.
yeah.
So, I don't know. There's arguments for and against it. I liked it. I have a shield break move in my kit, though, so I'm a little biased.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're playing a high tier.
No, I'm not. Incorrect. Loud, incorrect buzzer. That grab was crazy.
I guess we can't joke. Oh!
That grab was crazy.
Going back to True Colors, the hero just wasn't doing it. Or at least that's what he felt.
It was a great idea.
I thought it was nice, too. But
I
it was
mean,
just, you could see that Dylan was getting more of a game plan.
Yeah, I was going to say, he kind of
grabs.
forced his hand, made him learn the matchup, and now he's like, learn this matchup.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. Brian's got a lot of pocket characters that are all sorties.
That is true.
I think he might have a type in this game.
And I feel like they're like all the same level, too.
What do you mean? Like tier-wise?
No, I'm talking like him playing them. Because usually when someone has like a tertiary or whatever, it's generally their worst one.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, he kind of plays all of them very similar too. I would say, except for Hero. He has a good grasp on every character.
Wow,
for sure.
what a neutral.
That was I see kills with that very often. Oh, barely missed that. The ladder, the egg ladder.
So many
Oh my god, just running him over right now. This is definitely going a lot faster than the Hero matches.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I mean, he's catching on a little bit.
Oh, good connection right there.
He's got, what,
Side
3
B.
left? Okay, now 2.
To the ledge.
Oh, my.
Oh, I thought that was it. That was so beefy. One good call out here. We're going to game 5. And
That's the first time he brought that out, too.
yeah.
Oh.
Not quite sweet spot.
How does he
Side
escalate?
B. Yeah, that was a bit of a greedy option.
All right.
Game 5. Whoops.
This is a nice match. This is for top 8.
Yeah, this has been a good one.
79-minute match.
Quite the interesting. Yeah, it's a bit of a lie.
Yeah.
Bit of a lie. About a 20-minute match. Actually, 40 minutes, apparently. I believe that.
Devin beat Blake. Okay.
That's not surprising. Blake's been pretty good recently. In this
I know. But,
And he had to pull out all the stops, though. Look at this.
yeah, that is crazy. A poor little boy Ness.
Zula versus Evan.
All right.
Winner plays Grogu. Winner plays me.
We got Hollow.
Winner plays me. I might play Zulo in
What do
bracket
you mean?
today.
You have to still play Riley. Oh, wait.
Oh, you're right. If I beat Riley. I'm whipping out Wolf today. He might do better. I used to get cooked by Cam's Kazi against Wolf.
Really?
Because
Yeah, but Cam was like, I don't know.
Cam was more consistent, knew more matchups.
True.
But I'm a fast faller, so like I just need to hit my shit, and if I don't, I just die.
You wouldn't go K Rule?
The problem is. Okay, sounds good. The problem is if Kazuya knows that matchup, it's unwinnable.
Yeah, that is true.
Unwinnable, maybe a little strong, but
Right.
low tier character, you get what you get. And like
I feel like
for a while it worked, and then Riley just kind of caught on to
your BS.
Yeah, it's fine. I can win individual games.
Wow.
I wouldn't feel confident running a whole best of 5 set with
Yeah.
that character matchup.
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be like. I mean, like, unless you get like super armor, I guess, but.
No, it's
But when
bad. The
would you
problem
ever?
is if you super armor Kazuya's moves, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, because
he
he
does
just
another
like,
one.
Yeah.
I've wisened up to that matchup and knowing I don't want to play it. It's fine. Wolf had to return at some point. It only took me a year and a half. So.
I can't believe it. I was a little scared that you were gonna drop Wolf forever, but.
No, he's always. It was surprising to me when I started playing him like 2 weeks ago, and he was just as good as I left him, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure, this is fine. I can play him in bracket.
All your bad habits are gone.
That's the crazy thing. Yeah, I'm so much better at Wolf now because I learned to stop playing like a dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how things transfer.
Well, and before you. Oh, that was a nice read.
Yeah.
Before you wouldn't play as lame. Like, I figure when I see Wolves, they play like semi-lame, you know?
Yeah.
But you were afraid to use the gun.
Yeah, now I use that shit until they give me an opening. It worked okay against Sam.
Yeah.
I don't think Riley's ever really played against Wolf, so.
Oh, you guys went game 5. That's crazy.
Game 5. It was a really good set. Every game was super close. If one of us got a run, the other person would just come back immediately. It was kind of crazy. Every
Yeah.
time I was up and getting comfy,
Yeah.
Sam would kill me at 70, and then
Oh,
vice versa. And I was
okay.
like, this is kind of wild.
Well, now was it on stream or no?
No, unfortunately
Dang.
not. It was off stream. I know. That would have been a good one to watch. That was very entertaining.
Some of the matches I like watching them back when I edit them,
Yeah.
and yeah.
I like watching my sets back, honestly. I'm a bit of a narcissist, but
I
I like
never
to watch
do.
back sets that I win because then
Yeah,
I
well,
can
yeah,
see what I'm doing.
everyone likes to. And
Yeah.
then the hardest part is watching when you lose.
Those are tough. I find those to be very different experiences. Like, one's a learning experience, and the other one's like, you know, like I'm still learning when I'm watching myself win, but it's almost more like I just want to watch myself play well. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's like reading a
You get a good
paper you
combo.
wrote or like something like that.
Or like, yeah, I could see that.
That's kind of how I look at
Or
it.
looking at an artwork. I don't know if you do art or not, but like.
I do. I mean, I do graphic design, so
Yeah, that is okay.
very similar.
I'm surprised Dylan's not using projectiles as much.
This is the game of all time.
Like they're
actually.
scrambling.
I think Dylan closes
scrappy.
this out, but I mean, we saw what happened last.
Oh.
I was worried when I saw him double jump in. Man.
Yeah.
All right, that was a good set. It's a good set.
I like that.
Yeah.
And now we get a fun